What hurts at first, but feels good after a few seconds? Pulling out a splinter. Also buying shares in GameStop. My god, I got a splinter in my pinky that ended up sideways just above my knuckle, and I couldn't dig it out for a week because I had thought I gotten everything out day one until it got infected. Spent a whole night digging the scab out, then told my boss I might actually need it professionally removed if that's a thing. Same night a bunch of green crap started leaking out and I managed to finally see the splinter and pull it out. Damn thing was a 1/4 inch long. Oh, that is gross. When you really need a pee and can finally unload. I have had both. Holding it for so long and the release is amazing. But also if I had to hold it forever, I've had it not fully release. Like I've been holding the valve closed for forever so it won't fully open and it's a trickle. This is the worst. Taking a high and tight ponytail out. After a long day, oh hell yeah. Except for when it leaves a ghost ponytail. Ugh, I hate the ghost ponytail. Always have to wash my hair after wearing a ponytail all day because it won't go away otherwise, even with a flat iron. I found that using the big 90s scrunchies instead of thin elastic bands, or the coiled plastic ones, stopped putting that shape into my hair. I can have my hair up all day at work, take my ponytail out and my hair doesn't have the shape anymore. Getting in a hot bath. Especially after being really cold. Like 1,000 tiny pin pricks. This January we stayed at an Airbnb with a hot tub. We're in Canada so it was about -25 outside. Getting out of the hot tub to stand in the cold air and rolling in the snow a bit, then getting back into the hot tub, man the pin pricks burned so good. Lying on the floor after a long day of standing up. Complete agony at first. Edit, grammar. Yup. Random muscles flex and tense up, back starts cracking, arms feel like jello, then boom, complete decompression and it feels good. Duck, this is how I realize I'm old. A softball-sized shit. I had one a year back, and Jesus ducking Christ was it the worst thing I've ever experienced, but the feeling of it finally leaving my body was like nothing I've felt since. The pure relief, from 40 minutes of trying to shit it out, to it thunking into the toilet. Wow. Inexplicable. I wish everyone felt that kind of release at least once, but I would never wish the pain of trying to push it out on anyone. Dragging yourself to take a shower. Deep tissue massage. Damn right. I love very firm pressure on the knots under my shoulder blades. If I'm not sore the next day, it wasn't enough. That sore, loosened up feeling is the best. Learn that knot is usually your rhomboid. Personally found finding the name of it helped to look up stretches. Also, if you've never tried it, put a lacrosse ball on a carpet floor, then lay on it and put it right on that knot. I'm a massage therapist, and I have to recommend you put a ball in a long sock, sling it over your shoulder and use the sock to position the ball to your preference, and then lean against a wall. This way you are in control of the pressure and gain increased control over the ball's position. It might feel good to go full hog on the pressure and just lay with all your weight on the ball, but believe me, control is your friend. #X200B, edit, use the sock to lower or hoist the ball up, and try to keep pressure to where it feels good and painful at the same time. Generally don't go for a painful feeling that later gives away to a pleasurable feeling, but instead give your body time to react and increase pressure incrementally. Damn, putting the ball in a sock is gonna be a game changer. I'm always trying to sit with the ball against my back, but it wriggles around and falls. I give up after 2 minutes. The sock is genius. Happy Cake Day, BTW. Vomiting. Feels bad when you are doing it. But afterwards, you feel so much more relieved. The feeling of having to vomit is way worse than when you finally do. Forcing yourself to sleep at a good hour. I have this problem every night. I had this problem every night for the last 5 years. One of those stinging itches that when you scratch it, it hurts so good. I swear running hot water over itches while itching it is orgasmic. The feeling of rust. Against my salad fingers. Ending a bad relationship. Ducking this. I just ended a 10-year relationship I should have ended 3 years ago. It still hurts, but I know it was the right choice. I'm in the process of ending a 7.5-year relationship. Have to live together till December cause of lease. The hardest part is knowing how much I still care but also knowing it's the right decision. It's a pretty amicable split, but it's still really hard to live with your ex while trying to get over them. Edit. Some people are making suggestions that are unrealistic for me, so I'm just going to explain a bit more. While I understand the situation must look weird from an outside perspective, it is what works for us right now. We are in the process of ending our relationship, and neither of us are dating or even thinking about dating, so sleeping in the same bed works for now. Our schedules are completely different, so we don't even sleep at the same time most of the time anyway. We live with 2 other roommates, and the couch that you are suggesting he or I sleep on is very small and not something someone can sleep on every night for 8 months. For financial reasons, neither of us can move out until our lease goes up in December. Thank you to everyone that's been supportive, understanding, and caring. It means the world to me, because no one in my personal life really understands. Forgiving yourself. It's going to be okay. This really hit me in such a powerful way with all of the shit going on in my life. Thank you. Rolling tennis balls under your feet after a 10-hour shift. Where's my kitchen bros? Try a frozen water bottle in a fluffy sock. Arch massage plus icing the offended tendons. Offended Tendons would be an epic band name. Rubbing hat hair after our wedding. I took out dozens and dozens of hair pins and my hair hurt so bad. I then spent the next few minutes rubbing my scalp in extreme painful ecstasy. The scritchy as you get your roots to wiggle around, no longer confined by pins and elastic. It's an indescribable sensation. Chugging water to unclog the bread you ate too fast. When the nerve block needle goes in before surgery. Oh dear God. Needle to numb a wound before stitches was the worst pain I've ever felt. Here's a needle so you don't feel my needle. It's more like here's one needle so you don't feel the other 100 needles, but yay. Anal. Edit. Thank you all. I didn't expect the kindness. I've never tried this before. Definitely made my day. I was wondering how far I'd have to scroll to find this. This is like those Family Feud questions where they're obviously fishing for a specific dirty answer. Steve Harvey feigns look of shock. Having an abscess drained. Had an abscess tonsil and any touch caused throbbing pain. When the doctor put the scalpel to it I almost screamed, very bad with a knife in your throat, but the ecstasy I felt once he was cut open and drained is unmatched by anything other than sex and a few drugs. As someone dealing with chronic tonsil stones, thank you for the new tonsil-related fear you have given me. A tonsillectomy gave me relief in that matter. Apologizing, never easy, and some simply won't, but it definitely feels better after, especially if the apology is accepted. Cracking joints, particularly ankles and wrists for me. My elbows are the worst. It's when I get the resistance to open, and then they finally crack. Brings me to my knees, and then it feels good. My knees occasionally do it too, but it's usually my elbows. Taking off tight shoes after walking the entire day. Ski boots. Nothing better than putting on comfy shoes after a long day of skiing. Had a subungual hematoma, not a felon. Thank you Usirzijo Adavola for the correction, but basically trapped blood under my thumb after smashing my thumb accidentally in my car door. Hurt like a sumbish. Couple days pass, pain gets worse. Throbbing, swollen. Could barely move my thumb. Thought, maybe I fractured it, visited the ER. Not broken. They said it was just blood trapped under my thumb and the nurse burned little holes in my thumbnail. Nothin', no blood. Told her it felt like it was further back between the knuckle and the fingernail. Asked if she could needle it just beneath the cuticle. She said she didn't want to get into the soft tissue, gave me the burner, sent me home, advised burning holes in thumbnail. Another day passes, hurts more plus burned thumb. Miserable, no sleep. I got to my local college nurse the next day and ask her if she can run a needle under my cuticle. She advises, it will hurt a lot but I can if you want. I told her it couldn't possibly hurt more than it was. We're talking, head-banging toothache and my finger-level pain. She runs the needle beneath my cuticle, just about an 1/18 of an inch. Stung about like I thought it would, but when she pulled it out, a stream of blood shot out from my finger easily 8 feet across the floor. Instant relief. Like, holding your bladder all day long and taking a big piss, my thumb deflated to normal size within the hour. I've never been in this situation, but with the way you told this story I felt the relief too.